All right, folks, welcome to my propaganda lecture. Yes, I've been doing this for a couple of years now. First things first, propaganda. We've all had a lot of fun with it. Here's some good examples from World War II propaganda. There's the classic, yes, we can, or the we can do it. Then there's the they've got the guts, give them more firepower. World War II propaganda again. Here's some World War II propaganda. I particularly like this. We beat them before, we'll beat them again. It's going to come back. Somebody else updated it for more recent events. And then I did my own little update on kind of a pet project of mine. And then there's the keep calm and carry on. So again, more World War II propaganda. Love World War II propaganda. They made so much of it, and so much of it is good. Some of this is World War II propaganda. Some of it is World War I propaganda. This is when you ride alone, you ride with Hitler. That's a classic piece of World War II propaganda. They wanted to get more people to carpool because it would save gasoline. If we could save gasoline, then we could put that gasoline into airplanes and tanks and whatnot, and jeeps and trucks, and improve the war effort. So this was an advocacy for people to drive together. This, of course, has implications for our current situation of social distancing. So something to keep in mind. And then we have this World War I piece, eat more corn, oats, and rye. Basically, during World War I, there was a massive food shortage worldwide, and they wanted to convince people to eat more things that were maybe less desirable: corn, rye, oat products, fish, and poultry, as opposed to beef and pork. And the idea was that we would be able to save that food, and it preserved well, and we would send that to both the Allied countries that were having food shortages, and also be able to use that for service persons, and support the war effort that way. So again, the U.S. did a great job during World War I and World War II, growing food at home, and also saving food and not wasting food, so that we could make sure that the Allies had enough to eat. And then the urgent call for blood. This is a classic blood donation call. Donating blood has always been, an important message of mine. I give blood quite often since the pandemic started. I gave blood twice already. I know some of the other teachers also give blood. If you can give blood, and that's going to be in about 2 years, I think you guys will be eligible. It's a really great way to save lives and do the right thing by your fellow people. Here's one that I really laughed a lot about, particularly with our whole situation with people hoarding toilet paper. Rationing means a fair share for all of us. So without rationing, the rich lady walks off with all of the stuff, and the lady who's not rich is stuck, buying like the one leftover chicken leg, and it's just a shame. However, ration books were a way that they created during World War II, in particular, to make sure that everybody got essentially a fair amount, an amount that they needed, so people couldn't hoard stuff or use more of a product than they were necessarily entitled to, and ensure that everybody got at least the bare minimum. So, for example, during World War II, they used to have communal birthdays. So there would be like one birthday for all the kids, maybe every 6 months, maybe every year, maybe every month. They would just have one birthday and celebrate everybody's thing. And the idea was they would save sugar. Sugar was rationed, so it was hard to get enough sugar for something like a cake or for something like ice cream. So they would just make it a one-time thing, and everybody would share, and they pool their sugar together, all the moms and dads on the street making a pie or a cake or whatever. So rationing was a thing, particularly during World War II. So that's one example of propaganda